this episode of Run Lift Push, the road to Damascus, Maryland. My plan for this episode was to do an update on goals. I had a couple people ask me about what they were, where I was on the charts, how that was going, and I also want to bring up the fact that the Team USA Bobsled website had not posted locations or dates for any of their combines. Well, I logged on to gather visuals for this episode, and bam! They posted locations. Now, the dates were to be announced, but I spotted Damascus, Maryland. So this was a bit of a cosmic wink to my faith. Damascus is pretty significant in that in church history, Saul was a persecutor of Christians, of early Christians, and on the road to Damascus, where he'd been given the right to arrest and harass and possibly even stone Christians, Jesus revealed himself to Saul and eventually became a Christian and changed his name from Saul to Paul. So Damascus is kind of a big deal. I was all geared up for July, I'm gonna do Damascus. And then they changed that to Gaithersburg, and they actually put out a date. So it just got real. It was real before, but now it got really real. Based on that date, I am 12 weeks out from the US Olympic Combine. So I've been using the distance of 30 meters as kind of my benchmark for where I'm at right now. I think it incorporates the starts, and I think it incorporates some of the top end speed, and I think it's a good gauge of where I'm at. I designed my week so that I would feel fresh and ready for a timed 30 meter, which I think worked pretty well. I did a lot of warm-ups, I did starts, and on my last 30 meters I felt like I did a really solid job of just staying relaxed and the legs moving fast. Unfortunately, it was family fun time at the track again.
I don't know how to do about it, because here's the sun. That's the sun. It follows me everywhere.
My wife was distracted and didn't actually get a time for my last 30 meters. Fortunately, I've been using a camera that allows me to go super slow-mo, and based on the tape, I ran a 4.52-ish. I'm still not on the chart, but a 0.3 of a second improvement in that amount of time has me pretty hopeful. So the next thing I thought that was important was to know where I stood on the starts and the broad jump. Because the last time I tested the broad jump, I kind of did it at the end of a workout, and I didn't do so great. It was in the 6 feet range, and I need to be within the 9 feet range. So the 15 meters went well. It was a good start. I had to break down tape to know exactly where I was time-wise. And then the broad jump came off pretty well. I made almost a 1 foot improvement over where I was a couple of weeks ago. To me, is extremely significant. The other interesting thing that Team USA did on the website is they broke down the path to making the team, which they hadn't done before. This flow chart is completely new. And they posted that you need to score 500 or better. My original goal was just to stay within that World Cup range and make it, and hopefully get some coaching and an invite. But you have to get 500 points to even be invited to the next round. So having 12 weeks left, I'm breaking that up into 4-week modules, kind of 4-week sections. So I have 3 sections. This first section is just going to be developing speed endurance, foot speed, and form. So I'm still breaking down how I can incrementally improve in order to reach my overall goals for the combine itself and hit that 500. But I know within the 30 meters that I need to knock off 0.2 of a second every 4 weeks. So those 3 modules, that would give me 0.6 of a second faster, and that would put me in 3.9 range, which would be phenomenal. And I think that's gonna be my goal. My goal is gonna be to see how close I can get to that 500. I think there's a tipping point. I haven't really felt great in the jumps. I feel like there's still a lot of speed that's untapped. So my goal is to just see where the ceiling is on that. As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe by clicking here, and I'll put links to the other episodes down here. Thanks for watching. Stay epic.